Hey everyone, how's it going? Doing something a little bit different today. Today is a Magic the Gathering video. I am still waiting on some PSA orders to come in. So in the meantime, rather than just sit around twiddling my thumbs, I figured I would go to a Magic the Gathering pre-release as the new set Modern Horizons 3 was released this weekend. And I'm slowly getting back into playing Magic. I have played 3 drafts of the most recent Thunder Junction set, and kind of it sparked an interest back in Magic with actually playing it. And so I decided to go to the Modern Horizons 3 pre-release at my local gaming store. And I didn't get the best deck, but I did reasonably well. I ended up going with Abzan, which is white, green, and black. The pre-release card that immediately was present in my box was the foil version of Ajani Nocto Pariah, which flips over and you've got the Planeswalker. Not going to read all the text, but it does interact with red, which, as you can see, I didn't end up playing red, but my red was kind of weak, I thought, so I figured I could still play it even without red. I did get some other decent rares. One that I never saw the entire tournament, so I can't tell you whether or not this was a good one or not. But one thing I did notice is there were a lot of energy cards in this set, and I thought energy would be a bigger thing, but it didn't seem like the energy mechanics were really helping or hindering anyone's particular decks. They were just kind of there and did a few things here and there, but it wasn't kind of a make or break sort of thing. Anyway, this guy did not end up using him, even though he was one of my rares. He ends up adding counters and causing a creature to become an angel and gives it flying. This Hydra ended up being pretty decent if I bestowed it onto other creatures. On its own, it wasn't really that strong of a creature, but adding it onto other things was quite helpful. This was kind of an add in the middle of the tournament. I noticed that there wasn't a lot of flying. At least I didn't seem to be playing against a lot of flying creatures, and I kept getting in these grindy matches where we were kind of on the ground, and I decided to throw this one in, and this actually ended up winning several games for me because none of us really had much flying, and if I could put it on a gigantic creature and then just soar over their stuff, because there's a lot of token creature generation going on, and that kind of just bypassed everything. This guy I thought would be a lot better. He returns, he's a 1/1, but if he dies, you can return him back for 4 with 2/1 counters. I ended up including him to interact with this White of Reliquary, can't pronounce that word, card. I would sack this guy often, or sack a blocker to this guy, which, there we go. Can't get it in. But anyway, when you sacrifice it, you get to search your library for a land card and put it into the battlefield, which was super helpful, which was a really good rare. This guy ended up being really good. I'm not going to go through all of this, but this guy was amazing. He's a dog that costs 2. He comes in with 3/1/1 counters and vigilance. Turn 2 was really kind of outstanding. What else did I have in here that there's a lot of these cool guys that have land on the back. I don't know what you call these flippable guys, but they're cool because I substituted those in for land slots, so I was able to fit in 3 extra cards that way that still go with those took land slots, so I went with 17 land, counting those 3, so it was actually 14 land plus those 3, which worked really good for not getting too flooded, and my mana base worked out really well, being as small as it was. There was a lot of these things which really worked good for just like searching and finding the actual lands that you need. So tons of fixing. But I ended up kind of middle of the pack. My first, the other cards that I got that I kind of sideboarded in. This is kind of like a Wrath of God, only with energy. Didn't end up really using it though. This guy I tried to use in my... He's a little gimmicky though. I thought he would be a lot better. And so I was playing with 5 of those tricolored, whatever you call those searchable land things. Didn't end up working out very well, so I got rid of him and ended up doing a lot better. Did get Tamiyo and considered playing blue, but in order to flip Tamiyo, you need to draw 3 cards in a turn, and I thought that would be a little bit too difficult and limited to pull off, so didn't end up playing it. My red cards were kind of weak. Got Kalia the Vast, which is a good card, but not for limited. I thought this one would be a little bit better. Didn't end up playing it because I didn't really have the land base to do... well, I can't get it to focus, to do the colorless mana, but my blue was okay, so I could have potentially gone in blue, but my other stuff just was not, there just wasn't much in it. That being said, how I did, I ended up, it was a 3-round tournament, and the first round we kind of went to time and we got a draw, and so the first round was a pack round, so the winner was supposed to get a pack. And what we ended up doing, me and the opponent, was we took all of the cards out of the pack and turned them upside down so we couldn't tell what they were, and then I draw one, then we mixed them up. I would draw one, then he would draw one. The rare in that pack ended up being another Ajani, which, if you flip it, you kind of know what it is already anyway, so we just rolled the dice to see who actually got that one. And so I got the best card out of that, so I ended up with 2 Ajanis. And this was the rest of that pack, which, or half of the pack that I got from drawing randomly. And second round was a 2-pack round. And before we even started playing, me and my opponent decided rather than play for both packs, we would each get a pack, which worked out good. The next round was a 3-pack round in which we decided that we would each take a pack and then we would play for the 3rd pack, and I actually ended up winning, so I ended up getting a 3rd pack. And so I figured right now I will go ahead and open up these packs to see what I got in my winnings. So let's have a look and see if it was worthwhile. Crabimination. Where's from artifact one? Yeah, doesn't seem that great, but who knows? Maybe it is. This does not seem to be the best pack. I already have full playsets of the fetch lands, so I'm not really that interested. I mean, it is value, but I didn't open any, and I have more than playsets actually in my Cons of Tarkir cards. But hold on one second. Packs are hard to open. There we go. There we go. Let's see what's in the pack number 2. Has an art card. White Orchid Phantom, flying first strike. When it enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target non-basic land. Its controller may search their library for a basic. That seems like it could be really good for 2/2, so that's cool. I'm not reading all of the titles. You can read them. They're coming in and out of focus. And one thing I noticed is in that pre-release was the Eldrazi's with Annihilator were, if one of those got out, it was really hard to deal with those. There we go. And nothing too great in that pack either. Although that rare was decent. Let's see what we got in our third pack. I think I got better out of my pulls from my actual pre-release deck than that I've been pulling here, but let's see what else. Full Art Land. Echoes of Eternity. If a triggered ability of a colorless spell you control or another colorless permanent you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, copy it. Could be good. It's kind of like a doubling season for activated abilities, so that could be good. Especially if it's putting counters on something, or I don't know. Seems like it could be good. Target player draws 2 cards. Here's another one of those flippables. Ooh. Ooh. These guys just are not getting in focus. Aether Spike. So that's basically what I got. Not the most interesting cards in those winning packs, but it was definitely a fun weekend. I hope if you guys got out and played, I hope you all did well. And if you did, let me know what you ended up playing and how you did. And I will see you guys on the next one. Hopefully the next one will be one of my several PSA submissions that I'm still waiting on. But until the next one, I will see you guys later. Take care.